Hey guys, welcome back to. No, I'm not doing that. No. That's really bad. Let's keep this in. Hello everyone, welcome to another Minecraft playthrough. This is totally Minecraft. Ignore everything looks weird and different. Because this is totally Minecraft. This is not another game I've been playing. I've been playing this game on the phone or something, so it's a little bit of an interesting experience playing this game now on a bigger screen. Ignore these right there. I have to get rid of those eventually. I installed a weather mod, and then those left blocks, I didn't like the weather mod, so I uninstalled it, and now we just got unknown nodes here. So for those uninitiated, what is this game exactly? I mean, this looks like Minecraft. It plays like Minecraft, kind of. It's called Minetest. Well, technically, it's called Luanti, but that's the name for the engine, but the game is actually called Minetest. It's a little confusing because, originally, its goal was to, not mock, but, create a version, or try to create Minecraft, but in a better way. This version is also open source, too, so you can freely look at the code and do what you want with this. Eventually, the project's goals kind of changed, and it became more like a game engine than anything. I recently built this tower here. I guess it looks nice. I'm just now seeing it from a bit better render distance than the one on the phone. Yeah, what's my goal for today? My goal for today is actually to make the sugarcane farm bigger. Probably move it somewhere, maybe over here. But I want to expand this thing so I can actually make some TNT. And the reason for this, let me show you. And like I said before, this game is very different from Minecraft. I mean, first off, look what... Is it F3? No, it's not F3. It's F5. Yeah, that's right. If you look at the top left corner, I'm at negative 2,600. I was only able to go this far because I guess one of the mods that I've installed has gas. See right here? Gas. I can't breathe in it. The only way I can actually get through it is through the ladders. But the only issue is if you see the eyes at my hotbar, essentially that prevents me from, since there's no mobs in the base game, I decided to not add any more mobs to the game, so the danger is essentially the dark. I have to worry about the dark. And I can't place torches or any kind of light sources. The only way I can actually go in here is during the day because it'll regenerate my sanity. It's called the sanity bar. But look what happens if I place a torch here. Well, I think if it's in air, kind of, like this. Oh, I think there's a better way to demonstrate this. There you go. There it is. So if I don't do that, I'll essentially risk blowing myself up. So I'm thinking of doing is in order to keep going downwards, I'm going to place a lot of TNT down and try to blow it up. Or try to make the cavern area a lot bigger. And for that, I need a lot of coal, gravel, and paper to make TNT. Oh yeah, and for the mod list, I'll try to remember to put the list of mods that I'm using in the description. I'm not sure which mod is actually adding the gas, which it's kind of actually annoying. The whole... Yeah, the gas thing, it's... Not only is it hard to see, but, it takes away your breath, which makes sense. So yeah, I'm over here just trying to dig out some diamonds, some meat, some coal maybe. But let's focus on the main goal, which is to actually make the sugarcane farm. Or not sugarcane, papirus farm. Yeah. It's different. So I might need some dirt. I do have a water bucket. So I'm gonna move this somewhere else. So I guess what's been going on with the channel for at least the Crimson Sane wise. Well, I guess I haven't had the chance to upload. I've been busy with school. I mean, I guess it's always been the case that I've been always busy with school, but I could take the chance to continue back to, so I guess working on the channel, but some ideas I had was to make animations and stuff, but that takes a lot of time, and I'm all over the place in terms of hobbies and stuff, so I don't know if anyone would like to continue playing this game. Let me know. I'll definitely probably come back to the Minecraft one because I did get the comment about wanting more Minecraft in it. It seems to get a little more views, but like not a... Come on, views at this point, it doesn't really matter to me as much anymore. I guess when it comes to other plans, I was thinking about doing like live streaming. Like, here's the thing, I don't think I'm that interesting enough to do it. Or maybe even then, like, I wouldn't know what to say. Like, I guess in live streamings you do get kind of silent moments like what you just went through, but, like, completely uncut and everything. Like, I was thinking of doing also, like, some not only gaming live streams, because I don't know if I want to do gaming all the time. Maybe some drawing ones as well. I draw stuff or animate stuff, I don't know. It's just something to consider, but I need to get like either a capture card or a tablet for that stuff, because I don't want to be drawing on mouse through a live stream. I don't think that will look... I don't think that'd be fun for me. So likely I'll get a drawing tablet, because that way I can do it on any computer besides just my laptop, because my laptop has like a touch screen, or yeah, it has a touch screen, but it also has a built-in Wacom tablet that I can use with a pen that I got. And it works under Linux too, which is really nice. Sorry about that noise. I had a lifesaver in my mouth. That's probably why things sound a little strange. It's the last one, I promise. Anyways, should probably flatten this out, and we'll probably start from here. Then I was thinking of having it go up, and then having it go down. And I remember doing one of these in another Minetest world. The thing is, you have to have it in sunlight, otherwise it doesn't grow. So, I'm gonna make sure I do that. So how should it be arranged? Like this, maybe. I want some room to actually be able to move up and down through. Kinda like this, I can probably... yeah. Alright, place some water down. I guess what else do I plan on talking about? I don't script these or plan these, by the way, so I have no idea what I'm gonna say. Well, I kind of think about what I'm gonna say, but I guess sometimes you could just forget. Like, I guess, shoot, I guess sometimes, you think you know what you're gonna say, but then or I guess you have it kind of planned out in your mind, but then like eventually at some point you just either forget what you want to say exactly, or don't have the, I don't know how to explain this thing. Or I guess it's just the fear, at least for me, to actually have to keep talking, you know? That's why I guess I'm so hesitant on live streaming as well. Maybe. I don't think it'll be that bad, actually, but yeah. As well as that, I'm going through, I guess, the stresses of going through a university, college. It's been really stressful last semester. I mean, I guess I could pinpoint why to some degree, like, maybe I just need some time to think about it. I'm really slow with thinking, so it takes me a little while to figure things out. Like, things go really, really fast, but I like to take things really slow, and I think that's kind of the issue I feel, is that the world moves really, really fast. Like, you have to keep up with everything, otherwise you'll fall way behind. And I guess that's the case with me in school, is that, you know, things are going really fast, you have to get your assignments done really quickly. But as well as that, I want to do a bunch of other things, but time just keeps going, so. I got a lot of, like, I guess, hopes and dreams, or things that I just want to do, but, you know, realistically, I may not even be able to do them all. It's kind of sad, but that's the truth. And it takes a lot of dedication, too, which I just... Sometimes I have the dedication, sometimes... I guess... not, or, yeah, I'm all over the place. Like how I'm recording this video, instead of, you know, doing other things that I probably should be doing, or that would help me, like, with future career and stuff. Yeah, it's a thing. That's a really stressful thing. I have to work on trying to get a job in the computer science kind of area, the cybersecurity. That's what I've been thinking of doing. It requires networking, too, which, frankly, I don't think I have the experience for that. That's probably why a live stream might be a good idea, to try to get... Or maybe I'm just going... Oh, hold on. I think I just got it, what I wanted to say for this recording. I guess I'm going through, like, some sort of existential crisis, so to speak. As in, you know, I don't know what to do or what I want to do. Like, so eventually I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do for the rest of my life, and that's a pretty challenging thing to sort of figure out. Right? I do like drawing and, like, animation stuff, art so to speak, but, you know, I don't think I'll make it in the foothold, and I don't want to I don't know if I want to do it forever. That's one thing. Obviously, I can't be a YouTuber, because I've tried doing that before, and then I failed, but maybe I wasn't trying hard enough, but who knows. But I guess all the cases would require me to sort of talk to other people and try to experience things, so my thought is, I guess I want to start out with maybe IT, information technology. Give that maybe a month or so. And then that will kind of then from there I can figure out if I really want to do this for the rest of my life or not. Because I'm 20, or not 20, I'm 21 now. And that, some would say I still have a lot of time to figure it out. With the world moving so quickly and, you know, a lot of things. Not a lot of things, I don't know how to... Yeah, it's just the pressure and the fact that, you know, you should be able to figure out what you want to do at an early age. So you can go into retirement or something, like, you know, speedrun life, so to speak. But I don't know, it feels like a lot of work. Like, most of this stuff is a lot of work. So the question would be, like... Yeah, obviously it's gonna be a ton of work. You're gonna have to work really, really hard on this stuff. But what exactly is the kind... Oh, I'm trying to figure out a way to phrase this. You're gonna work on this thing for the rest of your life, but like the majority of your lifetime. So I guess I just lost it, never mind. Like I said, I'm very slow with talking about really complicated stuff. Yeah, okay, I lost. Oh, I'll let it come back to me when it does. Anyways, I should probably continue talking about other stuff. So, you know, I don't want to make this video boring and make it no commentary. I do want to have some commentary in it, be able to talk about stuff, you know, have it be sort of kind of like therapy, except, you know, it's not too personal. Or I'm not going to make it incredibly personal. Like you probably should, like what probably happens with therapists anyways, right? I don't know, that's my assumption anyways. Do people typically talk about personally everything that's going on with them to therapists? Yeah, because I'm assuming that's the main goal. Just kind of figure out what's going on like being able to, I guess, like open up to people, I guess, is the idea. Never really been to a therapist, never really needed it. Like, some people could probably, like, maybe pinpoint some point in their lives where therapy might have been beneficial. Or I guess other times where, you know, you already have friends and family to help out, so maybe it wouldn't have been so useful. Yeah, I don't know much about this whole therapy thing. I'm not a psychiatrist. Or is this psychiatrist? I don't know. He's just speaking crap at this point. Yeah. Don't listen to me. I'm not a good influence. Or I don't think I am. Anyways, this sugarcane farm is coming along nice. We're going up and down. I'm going to use the water here. But it's also kind of important to note, too, when it comes to Minetest, is that, you know the whole Minecraft water bug clutch? Where, you know, you can just, like, jump off a building or something and then just hit it at the last minute? You can't do that in Minetest. Maybe I can demonstrate that. I think it would be funny if I demonstrated that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do that. We get to see the view of the tower anyway, so. Alright, here we go. We're going off topic. Or we're going completely off the rails. As always, with these kinds of videos. Alright, here we go. Top. That's a pretty far distance. Okay, it didn't even get me the chance to click it. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, it did. Look at that. Right where my bones lay. There's water. Oh, let me first pick up the backpack. Put that on. Yeah, see, so... Maybe we need to do that again. Because, you know, that was, very late. Yeah, let's do it again. Crimson Sane officially endorses suicide? What the hell? Why would you get kids to just jump off of a building? In Minecraft, or Minetest, whatever you want to call it. Or in fake Minecraft. Okay, that's also still late. I don't know how that's... Okay, it didn't do that this time. I guess this would be nice. I'll collect more bones, but I don't have the bone meal mod, so... Oh, it got rid of my water this time. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna jump off any more buildings. I think that's enough for today. Two deaths, I think, should be sufficient. Speak of which, my crops have grown. Not speak of which. What do you mean, speak of which? It has nothing. It's no relation, no correlation. I think it would be nice to move these farms over too and make them bigger. Well, the only issue though with making farms bigger in Minetest is the fact that, you know, look at the dig speed for the crops. I mean, compared to Minecraft, that's a little slow. Like usually you can mine crops instantaneously in the other game, yeah. Maybe this is a good time to talk about the movie. The Minecraft movie. That comes out a day after my birthday. Interestingly enough. Do I like it? Do I hate it? From what I gathered, from, I guess, the whole, like, trailer, doesn't look like the story's gonna be that good. And then, obviously, we got the whole thing with the whole decision to make it live action for some weird reason. Like most people, I'm not really a fan of that. I mean, most of it's CG. You pretty much already got a 3D, pretty much a 3D animated movie. Like, why not just go with the 3D animated thing in the first place? I remember, like, I guess the thing about the director saying, oh yeah, because we want to be different, but like, no. That looks horrible. I mean, the animals, no. And then you got this whole, like, story. The story is about, oh no, these people go into the Minecraft world and they have to learn the ways of the game, that real life people go into this video game, this whole Jumanji sort of thing. And it just yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that good of a story. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll be the most cinematic masterpiece of all time. It'll be a cinematic masterpiece of all time. Maybe not. We'll have to wait till the actual movie comes out to see. But my guess is it's probably gonna be another one of those generic mediocre movies. I guess it's also important to mention I'm not a movie critic too, so I kind of I'll get in my mind first, let it settle before I try to speak about it. I guess it's important to mention, like, the average person is not like a movie critic. Or, like, they don't think critically about movies all the time. Like, you can go into, like someone who casually watches movies could never tell, probably couldn't even tell you why they liked this particular movie or show or media in the first place. And then when a movie critic mentions it, maybe they might go, well, I guess you do have a fair point, and it might be that bad in that particular way, but I like it because I like it for some reason I don't know. Or maybe they do have a reason, but yeah. Maybe this is just some gibberish that I'm just speaking, and what I'm saying isn't actually making any sense to anyone. You know, should this video be cut out? Like, should some parts of it be cut out, or should I just make it completely uncut? So I was thinking of doing a few cuts here and there, but I don't want to do any, like, major, big time skips. As well as that, I feel with, when it tends to be... What tends to happen with episodic sort of, or not episodic, but, like, long-running series, you have to, like, watch every single episode in order to understand what's going on. Well, I guess in terms of gaming stuff, not really just, you know, the typical shows that you watch. I'm thinking more, you know, Minecraft series of, well, episode 269, let's build a farm finally for the first time, sort of thing. One thing I'm doing is having it, I guess, less like you have to watch the older episodes to understand what's going on in the newer ones, which I guess sometimes that's the case. I guess usually it'll just be, or you know, I guess when some things will be done in the background. Right, that thought I had previously still hadn't come up, so I'm probably gonna still try to think about it. I'll think about it out loud. So right, we're going back to existential crisis. Yeah, okay. And about life going too fast, blah blah blah. Yeah, let's not talk about that because that's too real. That's way too real. So eventually I should be able to actually figure this out and talk about it. Because I guess an important skill in life would be to actually be able to communicate what you're saying, or communicate what you think, or communicate your ideas. Especially in the field I'm going into, which involves... Which, by the way, I guess my first kind of priority is to focus on trying to get a career in software development, see if I like that, stay in that, or, you know, leave in that. And I want to make some, I guess, money in order to kind of sustain myself. Because, you know, at 20, you know, it feels like I probably shouldn't be living with my brothers and my dad, but I want to eventually get to the point where I want to be able to live with myself, or live by myself, or live in a household that, you know, isn't my immediate family, but I don't want to be the 30-year-old, I guess, man who lives in his underwear, lives in his mother's basement, or in his parents' basement. That's the sort of thing I want to avoid. That sort of deal. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Love counting. Completely unrelated, yeah, but this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Or maybe it does. It's like the whole it's like game theory, like, oh, this thing has no relation, but does it? Yeah, you know, that one character that you think is really bad is actually pretty good. Their morals are actually... Or the good guy is actually the bad guy, you know? That sort of thing. You know, good and bad's sort of subjective. Obviously, I mean... And then we goes into the... Then we start going to the whole morality kind of talk. I don't know if we want to go through more morality talk. But it'd be kind of nice to talk more about philosophy stuff too in this particular channel and these playthroughs. And kind of the inspiration I take for these playthroughs of Minecraft or Minetest, or I guess commentating any game with some philosophy stuff in mind, is IBX Toycat, which I haven't actually watched in a little while, but that's the inspiration I take if you want to pinpoint it to exactly why I do this kind of thing sometimes. Every once in a while, I guess. Alright, more silence, I guess. Yeah, because I can't think of anything else to really talk about, but, besides, I guess, what's going on in this world, there's not much going on besides that I need to get more TNT and start setting things up. Oh, I should probably get rid of my inventory is probably filling up, so let me get rid of some stuff. And move some stuff around too. See, what time am I aiming for? Maybe go for a bit, for like an hour maybe. I'm alright at the 30-minute mark. I could stop there. But who knows? Maybe I need to just build some self-confidence. And maybe I'll get better at this YouTube thing, or maybe this, start out small, so to speak. You know, I actually need more storage. Yeah, because I'm getting full, and the one chest is actually getting pretty full. Or the chest with all the plant life and stuff. Yeah, eventually I'll make that into its own chest. Before I do that, I need to add more sugarcane to this so I can... There we go. Yeah, so we can grow it. Because I don't want to use all my sugarcane at once. And I don't know how far this is going to extend down. I think it'd be pretty funny if... This is also taken from IBX Toycat. Of course, because he has this massive sugarcane farm in his world. Guess we'll keep digging down. Well, I think that's good enough, and with how fast the sugarcane is growing, I should be able to make more. I should be able to extend this further down. I could extend this further up too, but it goes up pretty far, so... I guess the question some people might be asking is, how big are the worlds in Minetest? So, they're a lot shorter in terms of width. Not depth, I guess you can call it depth, but X coordinate wise and Z coordinate wise, it's actually pretty short in terms of Minecraft worlds. They're about like 32,000 total. 32,000 total in terms of that length. And then the same goes for the Y coordinate. It's about 32,000 in size. So 32,000 by 32,000 by 32,000. So it's a square, which is very different from Minecraft, which is actually more of a rectangle or a rectangular prism more than anything. And you easily just get lost in the mining too, which is really, really fun. The mining in this game is really fun, I guess. But I guess the downside here is that it's not really a game. Or it doesn't call itself a game, I guess, because it doesn't like to call itself, or no one likes to call this really a game, besides, I guess, calling, because there's several different, I guess, games in Minetest, or Luanti, let's call it that. Because Luanti is supposed to be separating Minetest, you know, what it was originally called Minetest when it was, back when it was a open source Minecraft clone, into pretty much what became of it a game engine that uses Lua for its API stuff, which is really nice. I did try to make some games using that, but yeah, I kind of lost interest, and then I stopped doing that. It would be nice to continue, actually, but maybe first I should probably figure out, I guess, a definitive, I guess, plan as to what I want to do. I guess hobby-wise, I should probably at least focus on like 3 things that I want to do, and then whether they finish or not. Hold on, the way I'm phrasing it is actually really confusing, probably to somebody. I need to actually think about what I want to say. So, I'm planning on having goals set for 3 things at a time. And then every once in a while I check up on these goals. And then I decide, I guess, whether it's worth it or not. I try to pursue the goals. And when pursuing these goals, it should be... I guess eventually I'll figure out whether or not... Yeah, I'm still making it more confusing than it needs to be. Essentially, I'll have these goals. I'll try to pursue them for like maybe a month or maybe a week, or depends on, I guess, the time frame I want to set for it. And eventually get to the point where it maybe like sometime during that time frame I might figure out that I maybe don't want to do it, so that's the point where I call it quits for now. Which I guess life is more about like figuring out when is a good time to give up and when is a good time to keep going. Some would say, like, with inspirational quotes like, oh, life is about going after the thing and then not stopping at all, but in my experience it feels like it's sometimes a good idea to give up. Sometimes. Not always. It's always an option. Like, especially when creating things, with art. Well, not creating things, but just art in general. Like sometimes it's a good idea to. Sometimes some things are just never meant to happen, or like it's about compromise. I've been actually thinking about this too. Like it's most art's just about compromise. It's not really about the vision you have in mind. Well, sometimes you get close to the vision, but you're never quite there. You're never there. You're just at least close to it. I don't know if anyone relates to that or if it makes sense to anyone, but yeah, that seems about right. Or it sounds about right. Right? Don't you? Does anyone think this? Does anyone get this far in these videos? Does anyone watch these? Crazy thought, but what if I upload this to the Crimson Sane channel? I know Crimson Sane was supposed to be like a high quality video things, but maybe I shouldn't really care about where it goes, what goes to what categorizes as a criminally insane, and what is categorized as a Crimson Sane upload. Because eventually I want Crimson Sane to be more, I guess, sort of high quality. In that it'll have animations that have my own, I guess, style that I've been building up for, I guess, since the hiatus and since the things that have been happening, since the things I've been drawing and the things that have been happening over the course of years of my life or time that I spent in my off time. And I should do these commentary videos just to get comfortable with, you know, speaking and doing voiceovers. Because I want to do voiceovers for animation things and stuff. Just, you know, short little things. Like, they don't have to be... Some of them I'm thinking have to be kind of... Or not have to, but will be kind of serious. There's, like, serious art things, and other things could be just, you know, funny little bits. Like, I guess let me just spit out some ideas that I had, because, you know, ideas are... I had this thought, too, like, ideas are pretty much just temporary. Ideas aren't always, you know, just the thing you always just run after and continue pursuing until you get it. Usually they're temporary, like, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. You know, some ideas are completely scrapped for good reasons, some are scrapped for, you know, unknown reasons, but they just happen to just not be good enough. I just realized I don't need this debug meeting here. I've been leaving that out for a while, and that's probably been bothering some people. Maybe not, because you get to actually see the coordinates of the world. Actually, I think it shows the seed, too. If you want to play the game, this seed, in particular, and play, I guess, try to recreate the world if you wish, but I don't think anyone will be wanting to do that. There's a seed and the coordinates. So you can actually try to recreate the world as much as you can just from the footage. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I'll try to blur out some ideas. So I had ideas for... I was thinking of doing a video for Night in the Woods, because I just recently replayed that game. And, you know, I like the soundtrack for that game, so I want to do maybe an explanation, maybe the history, maybe doing a game review, kind of. Like, I guess the latest game review I've ever done was Terraria, wasn't it? Should I do a game review on Minecraft? That would be... That wouldn't make sense. I mean, I play that game every once in a while. And then auction... I was thinking of doing something with auction on include as well. Like, I played that game for a little bit, and then I stopped, and then I came back, and then... Yeah, this is why I'm not on a gaming channel. I can't commit to a single game at once. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a history of Auction Included video where I talk about some of the history bits, as well as some of the YouTube channels that are involved with it. I'm taking some inspiration from some of the, from a format that I might like on videos, like, Chazington. I think that's, like a whole, I guess, non-formal thing. He did a video on, Little Big Planet, and looking back, the previous Little Big Planet video I did was really bad. I didn't like it. I don't like it now. So I had the idea of probably redoing that video, or not redoing it, but like doing it justice, doing the game justice, making it less about like I guess a nostalgia thing. Which at that point maybe I shouldn't do it because it's more of a nostalgia thing, and you know, it's just nostalgia. Like, it doesn't make it necessarily good. Let's see, I plan on, or I was thinking of making, or some ideas, making some short videos on this particular, like an episodic show, where these characters, which are portrayed pretty much as like, are pretty much just like the Crimson Sane character. I mean, I guess the main icon of Crimson Sane, as well as the icon for Crimson Sane, which is probably going to be this channel, if I plan to not upload this on the Crimson Sane channel. I essentially have these, plus additional other characters that pretty much are voiced by me, or pretty much like alter egos or something, and have them do wacky stuff. I don't know. I was thinking of incorporating that as, I guess, part of the lore or something. I don't know. Something dumb. You know, I have a nerd version of me that talks about, like, the, Auction Included, or, like, some Linux, or some nerdy thing that I've been interested in, and, like, I guess the default, I guess, Crimson Sane character that talks about, you know, just stuff going on with YouTube, or just... Because I was planning on doing one about the Minecraft movie, or some humorous animation about the Minecraft movie. And yeah, those are my ideas thus far. Oh, I guess I probably still have more. I mean, I could come up with a ton of them. That's the thing, I have a imagination for a lot of ideas. Some will never actually see the light of day. Some probably would. It's just, I guess we'll have to see. And I guess some people are reluctant on sharing ideas too, because the fact is, people are gonna just take them from you. And, you know, call it their own. But that's the thing, ideas are free, but, the final product of those ideas are not, typically. Like, your imagination can run absolutely wild. It does take energy, but, you know, it'll just... Ideas are pretty temporary. They don't typically last very long, but, you know, the final product typically doesn't. It takes a lot of work. Even though ideas do take up, you know, energy to, you know, think about them, your brain does do some metabolistic things or whatever, what have you. However the brain functions in terms of just, you know, general energy stuff, but, it takes relatively more energy to actually get to work on the idea, you know, drawing out the sketches, trying to work out what would actually be good for it, what would be bad, and then taking that time out of your day to sort of reenact those scenes and everything. That sort of energy, yeah. That's what I mean by how ideas are free, and then how essentially the enactment of ideas are typically costly. And like I said, some ideas that I had or have will never see the light of day. You'll never see them at all. And some of them you might see. Like, for an example, let's talk about one of my early, I guess, art projects on the Crimson Sane channel. And that was the Spooky Toon Woods. Yeah, so I did have ideas for this particular particular, I guess, what you call it? It's a tree. It's literally just a tree. It's a tree with a face and eyes. That's it. That's all there is to it. I had this video, just sitting there. I wanted to make a music video. And then previous, I drew up a thing of it, I drew an animation, stopped working on it, then came back to it, and then started working on it more. The video's okay, and I guess the only thing I'll ever complain about it, or the only bad thing I could ever think about it, is the fact that it's out of sync. I made a music video, and it's completely out of sync. That's perfect. But it's out anyways, and, you know, it's gonna continue to be that way. As well as that, we have a music project of mine called The Beginning. Or, T-Begin 6, whatever, however you pronounce it. Or however you want to say it. And there's, and well, it's, there's two videos, two music videos of the same song. Or not necessarily the same song, but, you know, it's a different iteration of the song. And I funny had this idea of creating a new version of that very same song. Like, that's tune pretty much been kind of the theme song. Kind of been my own, I guess, theme song from Crimson Sane. It's pretty funny, I guess. Or at least it's funny to me. It just... Like, I guess I never seemed to be able to come... I guess I always seem to come back to my own ideas. Which I guess is... It could be dangerous, I guess, to some artists. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's dangerous, but, you know. But yeah, actually I had more ideas for the tree. I was actually gonna say something about the tree, but then I didn't finish. Yeah, so I actually had an idea of an actual lore, actually store character for the tree. Like, the tree is this, like, mage guy, or like, some evil wizard or something, and he has his father figure, and, you know, he switches between, you know, two characters, like him being like a good kind of person, and then his father being like the evil person that, you know, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into detail. I don't typically like to go too much into detail on these ideas and stuff that I have, because, you know, like I mentioned before, people get iffy on ideas because, you know, people can steal them, but, you know, feel free to take them if you wish, but, make sure to some degree you give them some credit, or no, no, don't do that. If it's a project I made, like music, if it's a musical thing that I made, or something I already made, not ideas in particular, give credit to me for the products that I created. Like things like Spooky Tune Woods, or The Beginning, or I guess some other scrapped things that are still needed release, like Subject to Change, and the, what's it called? Oh, Sailor Insanity's also one of them too. If you want to use those, or I guess takes inspiration from those products, you can. You can just credit me. But ideas, I guess, since they're so temporary and they're so, like, non-volatile, you can just steal that from anyone. And I mean, anyone could pretty much come up with those ideas. And interesting, near the 50-minute mark, I start to actually get enthusiastic about talking about this sort of stuff. Yeah, it's really kind of bizarre sort of phenomenon, right? But yeah, that's my whole thing on ideas, and I could just share more, but yeah, but I'm at the point now where I'm gonna run out of the ideas that I had previously, and, you know, I won't have enough in reserve, so
maybe the best idea is to share some of the ideas that... Share some ideas and then reserve some that you plan on doing, maybe. And then if it happens to fail, then that's the point where you can actually share it. See, actually, what time is it? Let me just... Alright. Well, not time as in, like, the, what the actual, how long this video is. I know it's gonna be long. These commentary videos are always gonna be very long. And I want it to be that way. Because, you know, I don't want to just limit myself to a certain number of, well, I do kind of want to do it, but I don't want it to be, like, really short. Like, oh, 15 minutes, talk about whatever, you go. It's just... It's kind of like an interview sort of thing. Or this is less like an interview sort of thing, and more just, you know, casual. That's kind of what I want to do with the channels. I want to make them less formal and more casual. Or at least when I try. Like I said, the inspiration I take from that. And maybe you'll see some, like, I think I remember there's, like, an actual channel that does, like, that plays, I guess, a video game as, like, a commentary thing and talks about stuff. You know, in terms of, like, content creation and stuff. I don't remember the name of the channel. I do remember they talk about, well, content creation in general and how, you know, we're at this point, I guess, where, you know, people are actually looking for more authentic content rather than just, you know, slop. Which I'm kind of getting to that. I guess as a viewer, because I also watch YouTube. Fun fact. I sometimes just prefer less slop. Sometimes I do some slop. I still watch some slop, but I don't consume it I don't just consume it all because it makes me feel like shit. Obviously. Well, if I watch too much YouTube, I feel like shit. That's just the fact. The fact in of itself that you don't want to watch too much stuff, too much slop. It makes you feel, like, insignificant, or it just... Is that the really what I'm going for? Like, oh. Oh, looks like some of the gas got in. Okay. Cool. Now we just got some hazards going on. Yeah, because I forgot one of the things that release gas is one of these blocks. So anyways, you don't want to release, or you don't want to watch too much, or just get so ingrained into the actual cesspool that is just YouTube slop. Because it makes you disconnected from the world. That's kind of why I stopped participating in social media, or not participating, but I stopped using Twitter, social media stuff. Oh, the gas is over here. Okay. Yeah, no torches. And yeah, that's kind of my opinion on this whole thing. Like I said, I watch slop occasionally, but I don't consume it I don't consume too much of it. What is too much is, I guess, a good question. I'd say maybe about 3 or 2 hours is when I kind of had enough of YouTube. And that's kind of the thing that changed between this video and the previous video, is that I've been keeping track of the time I spend on doing stuff. I think that's... I probably should have done that a long time ago, but, you know, now I'm doing it now. Now I'm doing it. I don't know why I just haven't been doing that, because I've just been helping with figuring out, like, how much I should be working on with school. Like, I've been doing that near the end of my semester, and that's been helping with, you know, just... Because here's how I do it. I have on my phone, I have the, I just have a text editor. Because, you know, I just gotta keep it simple. You don't want to, like, create, like, some kind of spreadsheet or whatever, and, you know, have it all complicated and everything. I just put it on a text editor, and I just
say, okay, this is the time that I start this task and this is the time where I end it. And then if I forget it, I just try to do the approximation of it, which sometimes I did forget it. I did forget it like a couple times before. Yeah, also keep track of the amount of exercise that I do and stuff. It sounds like a whole lot of just mumbo-jumbo crap about, oh yeah, you know, the Sigma grind set of, you know, a CEO where this is a daily routine. He does this. He meditates for 1 hour, goes to the gym for 1 hour, meditates for 1 hour, stuff like, really crap stuff like that. Or not crap, but like, you know, seems kind of, you know, just do what works for you. I'm not someone who wants to, who's inclined to give advice to people. It's just, if that sounds good to you, and it might not work for you, you can give it a try if you want. You know, I'm not forcing this upon anyone. I mean, in terms of advice, you know, just do what works for you. Don't do what works for everybody else. And as I was saying, keeping track helps, I guess, me kind of figure out how much I need to work on, because to prevent, like, overworking myself, you know, when it comes to school. And I'm going to try to put this to the test here in the next semester. So as a full-time student, I've been kind of going for three hours, or at least 3 hours, per day on last time. But looking at the calculation stuff, you know, like oh yeah, the, credit hour stuff. Working 12 credit hours, for the next 2 semesters, so I'm actually almost done. I need to work about, like, 5.6 hours, not including the weekends. Because I hate working in the weekends. It's just the worst. Plus, I have family stuff, you know, and they probably want to do stuff on the weekends, so I gotta spend time with family too. It's important. I also have some also have to have some me time too. So and for these videos, I want to shoot about an hour, which I think I already passed. Yeah, I already passed an hour. I plan on doing some cuts, so you know it'll go a little over, but yeah, it's fine. I just want to finish my thoughts, I guess. I guess finishing remarks before we close this video, so it's all over the place, like my head. Next project for videos. More of these. I'll maybe come back to a little more Minecraft. If I do live streaming, the first one's probably gonna be Minecraft Hardcore. So more Minecraft-like content. Because I don't have a capture card or anything for streaming, drawing stuff. You know, so I could actually have the proper equipment to do drawing, but yeah. What other remarks do I have? Well, I guess about ideas. Ideas are temporary. So feel free to share some of them if you have any. And some you can probably keep to yourself if you want, or if they're really important, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the whole thing about ideas, but that's just a thought I had. That's just philosophy. It's just thoughts and coming up with it's mostly thoughts. It's thought thinking. It's love for thinking. That's kind of where the word kind of came from. I don't think I have anything besides, I guess, stay in school, don't do drugs. And yeah, next video might be another one of these. This might be uploaded Crimson Sane like before, but I'm trying to... Maybe I want to keep Crimson Sane a little little more formal. Maybe this will. Who knows? I'll think about it after I'm done. Or during, I guess, the process of editing this video, if I ever do edit this video, which most of them are completely unedited, unaltered, in any shape or form. I should probably upload some of the music content that I have just laying around. As well as actually have almost an unfinished video that I could continue working on. I won't tell you what it's about because it's pretty much in the process of. I should probably just get it released soon and just finish it. And yeah, that's about it. Hooray.